Shauna Coxsey has made another rapid ascent of a Font 8B+, climbing Hazel Grace in the Gotthard Pass in Switzerland. The boulder was first climbed by Giuliano Cameroni in 2017 and takes a striking line across the face via a seam and then up the arête. This is a particularly beautiful looking boulder problem. Upon making the first ascent, Cameroni proposed a grade of Font 8C. However, subsequent repeats saw it settle at Font 8B+. The boulder is often cited as one of the best in the world, with Will Bosey, who climbed the problem in 2021, describing it as the best boulder problem he has ever climbed. It's worth noting that this was before he climbed Burden of Dreams and Honey Badger. Cameroni went back to the boulder in 2021 and climbed it from a lower sit start and proposed a grade of 8C/+. It subsequently received 2 further ascents, and we think, in fact we know, this is what Shauna has her eyes on. Which is really exciting news, because for a while now, with the speed of these Font 8B+ and the rate in which Shauna's climbing them, there is definitely a Font 8C in her, not far away. And it's great to see her with one in the crosshairs. Sharing the news on Instagram, Shauna had this to say: "This is a truly majestic line, and I can honestly not believe I pieced it together yesterday. Last day of the trip, suboptimal conditions, but a magical moment let this one flow. So freaking proud to say I've done this. I'll be watching the uncut footage on repeat though, because there's a sitter to this epic line and I don't think I'm going to be able to get it out of my mind." Wedge Climbing were out there filming on behalf of Adidas Terrex, so there should be some footage of the ascent coming through. This is Shauna's 4th Font 8B+. Her first she climbed back in 2013 with new baseline. However, to put the recent form into context, she has climbed 3 Font 8B+ in 2024, and it's only June. This year she's managed to climb the Boss here in the Peak District. She has climbed Photophobia Sit Start in Pedriza, and then finally Hazel Grace in Switzerland. My suspicion, and I suspect that you're all the same, is that that is not going to be where the list ends this year, and that there is a lot more to come. It's worth recapping for those who are living under a rock or are just unaware of who Shauna Coxsey actually is, of just how dominant she was throughout her competition climbing career. In 2016 and 2017, she finished first in the IFSC Bouldering World Cup. And this was during a time of the absolute powerhouses of women's bouldering, with the likes of Anna Stur and Akio Noguchi competing for that first place. In 2021, she became Britain's first climbing Olympian, competing in the Tokyo 2020 Games. Subsequently, she's become a mother, and rather than focus her efforts back on comp climbing, has focused her efforts outdoors, with great success. The next time we'll hear from Shauna will likely be when she is commentating for Eurosport during the Paris 2024 Games, unless she can fit a Font 8C in between now and then.